At last, the day has finally arrived when some of the best ski resorts of southern Pennsylvania have opened up. Both Liberty and Whitetail had their opening day for the 24-25 ski and snowboarding season on December 20th, 2024, and I was lucky enough to be able to ride both places in the same day. With a surprising light snowfall throughout southern Pennsylvania, opening day at Liberty Ski Resort was primed to be an awesome day of riding. And just as I was hoping, as soon as I got off the lift, I could tell that the snow conditions were going to be awesome, and a few inches of that sweet East Coast powder made it that much better. Liberty Mountain was able to start their season with 9 trails open, which isn't too bad, and it allowed skiers and snowboarders a chance to spread out and avoid overcrowding. Just like many opening days in the region, lift lines were essentially non-existent throughout my time there. Out of the 9 trails open, 5 of those runs were green and great for beginners. 3 blue trails were open on the backside of the mountain, giving a separate area for the intermediate and advanced riders. And 1 black diamond trail was open, being the West Side Park Trail that Liberty does a great job of keeping open throughout the season. The park trail was set up with a box feature, a few rails, and 1 small jump. I really enjoyed riding at Liberty on its opening day, but I guess it's been a little while since I've been here because the runs on the backside were only around a half mile, which were fun but seemed a little short-lived. It was still fun getting in multiple laps, but I found that I was missing the longer runs like Whitetail had open already, and there was still the green Dipsy Doodle run that is closer to a mile in length as well, if that's more your speed. So let's real quick take a look at the pros and cons to help you decide if riding early season at Liberty Mountain is worth it or not for you and your family. I'm obviously a big fan of riding in the early season, and the pros at riding early at Liberty are that the conditions are really nice, there's no crowds, at least not yet, and they were able to open a couple intermediate runs on the backside of the mountain, which is really fun. But there are a couple obvious downsides to visiting Liberty Mountain so early in the season. One of the main ones being that the limited amount of terrain they could open does not compare very well to their neighboring resort like Whitetail. Now, in Liberty's defense, Whitetail is having a record-breaking season on how awesome they're doing in early season, so maybe we shouldn't hold it against Liberty necessarily. But another downside for Liberty this year is they raised their lift ticket prices. So for a single-day lift ticket, even this early in the season, is $115. And I don't know about you guys, but for having less than half your terrain open this early in the season, to be charging $115 per lift ticket just seems absolutely ridiculous. Luckily, this won't affect you very much if you have an Epic Pass like I do, but if you don't have one, it's definitely something to consider before you make a big trip out there. With all that considered, I'm still really glad I went. I had a lot of fun snowboarding on their opening day, and let me know in the comments if you went to Liberty or you've been there yet this season and what you've loved about it. And if you're interested in seeing how Whitetail did on their opening day, then watch this video of me trying to get the first chair of the season at Whitetail.